everyone, Kim Kesti here, Creative Director at Fun Stamper's Journey. And today I am in such a good mood because guess what? I get to bring to you the January Bloom Box today. January Bloom Box is so much fun. It's got so many pretty colors and so many fun elements in it. It is guaranteed to chase away your winter blues. Let's take a peek. Again, this Bloom Box comes with a beautiful full color booklet, and here it is. You've got full color pictures of every single card, of course with the instructions attached and all the little fun tips. Let me go back to the first page. Tips and tricks, and always some extra little goodies for you. Love the booklet that comes with the Bloom Box. So much fun. Set that aside. And of course you get a full-size stamp set. The stamp set I've taken out of the packaging now so it won't crinkle all over in the video here. But it is a full-size stamp set, deeply etched red rubber. You can see the red rubber is gorgeous. And of course it's fully indexed on the other side so you can see exactly where you're going to be stamping. This stamp set this month for January is called Evergreen Sayings. And like I said, it is going to chase your winter blues away because it is so fresh and so pretty. Just take a look at the card kits. You get 4 card kits fully kitted for you with all the fun little embellishments, all the die cuts. The kitting team here at Fun Stamper's Journey does an amazing job getting these ready for you. This is like a kit in a box. You can take this, grab some of your favorite ink pads along with the full-size set, and you are ready to take off to a crop, have your fun girls' night together. Just whatever makes you happy to create all 4 of these cards. It's so fun. I love that. So let's move the box aside. I'm going to grab one of the card kits and the stamp set here and do a little playing. Let's grab this first one. Again, you can see before we switch the video here, all the pretty shades of blue that are in this card kit. Isn't it pretty? The aquas and blues, love the colors. So let's grab this card kit out. I'm going to stamp a few of these background stamps here. When we had the last Bloom Box in December, and if you just subscribed and if you did catch the video for December, you'll remember a little comment I said when I said, December doesn't have a lot of really tricky techniques. We kind of went easy on you in December because it's such a busy month and you could just really stamp and go that particular Bloom Box. This Bloom Box has a little bit more to it. I'm just going to put it that way. And you'll see as I start stamping this that we've got a few more techniques, a few little extra steps you have to take, but trust me, it is going to be so worth it. You're going to adore these cards when they're finished. So just a little heads up there. So let's grab some of the favorite blooms here, and these are some of our cacti blooms. So much fun. Actually, let's put this one on this block and a little bit smaller one over here. I'm just going to stamp a couple of them to show you. I'm going to start with the background. And this is the back panel that goes on your card. And you're going to want to grab just a lot of your favorite colors, again, in some of those same blue shades. And the really fun part of this stamping for the background is that you can take any combination of any of our blues and greens. Of course, we list the colors that are, that we use in the kit. But again, if you don't have all of these colors, you can substitute or switch, mix and match. Really, when you see the technique, you're going to just have so much fun with it. Let's take Cool Pool, and I'm seriously just grabbing these at random. I'm going to always ink up. I'm going to grab 2 colors, and I'm going to ink up with the lighter color first. So I'm going to ink up this amazing little succulent here with Cool Pool. And then I'm going to come in with some of the Limeade Splash. And I'm really just going to take the ink pad and apply it to the edge of the succulent. Can you kind of see how I'm doing that? I'm not going all the way to the center. Darker green. We're going to go right to the background. I'm just going to pick a random spot to start stamping here. Those are 2 a little bit lighter shades, so I'm going to go with something a little more dramatic next, just to see what I can show you. The idea of the background of this card is that you're going to stamp all these guys with just many different colors, many different combinations of any of your greens and any of your blues. I'm going to take some turbo teal. This one's going to be definitely more dramatic. It'll show up better, I think, on the video. I'm just going to go nice and close back into that guy and check that one out. Definitely you can see the idea of that stamp set a lot better. There we go. Let me bring in the finished card, and I'm going to show you another technique on the card. But in the meantime, check out all the beautiful combinations of colors on the finished card. Isn't it pretty? We've used the same stamp set, the same stamp, I should say, the same succulent stamp for the entire background, just with many different colors of combinations of inks. Isn't it gorgeous? I just love that. I'm going to give you one more tip on how to create these little flowers. I think that's a fun one to share with you. So you grab your little accessories bag. These are all carefully kitted for you. And in it is all kinds of our little flower pretties. This is one of our punches. Again, punched for you. Let me just sneak them all out here. There's actually extra in here that you'll even need to create your flowers, but we gave you plenty of flowers to play with. And what you're going to do is you're going to grab your bloom tool, and what I did is I put the largest embossing ball tip on it. So you have 3 sizes of these tips that came with your bloom tool, and again, this is the largest of the 3. So all I want to do is come in with one of my blooms and just go ahead and rub down the center of that cardstock. What you're wanting to do is break some of the fiber in the cardstock and just kind of have it curl up just a little bit. You see how the flower kind of curls up? So easy peasy. Let's do one more real quick. If you have like a mouse pad or something, you can use that, but you don't really have to have it. Just by burnishing this cardstock, you'll see that the cardstock starts to curl up. Let's do the inside of this cool pool flower. Again, kind of breaking the fibers and just having the flower curl up. So you can see when we stack them together, you're going to get all kinds of cute dimension for your little flower there. And to make it even a little bit more interesting, you can take, again, some of your other ink and just go directly from the ink pad to your paper and just add a little bit of color on the edges of that bloom. That's really going to make your succulent pop. See how pretty that is? And again, you're going to repeat that with all your little flowers, and then you just stack them up with a little bit of our craft glue. And then of course, because we wanted our succulents wintry and pretty and fresh, we just went ahead and added a little bit of glaze and a little bit of sparkle cuts. So isn't that fun? So many fun techniques just on this one card alone. I just know that you guys are going to have so much fun putting this card together and all the other cards in the kit. Do you want to take a little peek of the other 3 cards? Let's do it. I think you're going to be super excited. Here is the second card. This one's called Just For You and uses the same technique, only this time we're doing a lot of the shading on either side of the cacti. So again, one ink pad here and then bring in another ink pad on the other side. Can you see how this is shaded just slightly different? Lighter on one side, darker on the other. So just a little bit different technique for that card, but generally the same idea. The background of the terrarium is stamped on vellum. So one tip for you when you stamp on the vellum, just go ahead and put your stamp directly on your vellum and lift straight up like you normally would for any kind of stamping. And then just set that vellum aside because you want to let that dry for maybe about 5 minutes or so before you come back and start trimming it. So just an extra little tip for you on stamping vellum. It takes a couple more minutes to dry. Let's look at card number 3. This one is a beauty too. We've got one large succulent. We've got a little bit of extra watercolor effect in the background, and that is made with our Color Burst pencils. Love those. Again, same technique on the flower. Absolutely fresh and beautiful. Just love that one. And the last card might just be my favorite because not only do we have the terrarium cut out, but we've also given you a little piece of clear view sheet. See if I can catch some of the glint on the camera there. There we go. Woo, there's a nice glare. So there's a clear view sheet, so you've really got the idea that it looks like a terrarium. I love that about this card. So pretty. Again, so fun, so fresh. I think you will absolutely adore the January Bloom Box. And again, it's time to get your technique on. It's time to whisk away those winter blues. Have fun with Evergreen Sayings. These cards are going to be perfect for any of your loved ones, any of your family, for any of those occasions that are coming up in January and beyond, of course. So, do you want to find out more about the Bloom Box? You can visit us at funstampersjourney.com. You can certainly find a coach and they will be very happy to help you with any of your Bloom Box needs. You can find out about the different subscription options. And it is definitely your turn to get the Bloom Box and bring paper to life.